So what is predatory lending? Well, it doesn't sound good, that's for sure. And quite frankly, I don't even understand why this is even legal. But I will tell you, this is just one of many reasons why you better know your lender and who you're referring clients to. Because I'm just telling you, there are a lot of lenders out there that will prey on your clients, and they can cause a lot of issues. So you want to be careful with this. But basically, predatory lending is in essence a number of things, but one where they may be trying to loan money to someone that should not be borrowing money. They'll set up the terms of the loan that make it practically impossible to pay it off for someone in good financial standing, but someone that's just getting by. Some of the terms of these predatory lending loans, it's practically impossible to pay the loan off. It's insane. But that's what happens here, where lenders are taking advantage of individuals. One, making loans they shouldn't be making, but they'll have things included in there, like these negative amortization type loans. And if you remember, negative amortization means you're basically an interest only loan, but you're not even paying all the interest you owe. So every day you have this money, every day you have this loan, the amount you owe is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's how people get in a lot of trouble, and they're just not able to ever pay these things off. It's crazy. So you don't like this negative amortization for sure. You'll have, what's the name? Loan flipping, I think they call it in that industry, where the lender will call their previous clients and try to convince them they need to refinance. Now, there are times when refinancing is a good idea, and I'm not trying to say it's not. But when you're refinancing like every year or every couple of years or something like that, there's something wrong here. But the reason the lender would want you to do that, again, they're making money on the loans. They got these fees tied to the loan, and if they can get you to pay off that loan by refinancing and starting over again, it's just, they're just preying on the consumers, and it's really, really, it's pretty sad. So, make sure you got a good lender. There's some good ones out there, and they will try to do everything they can to protect the consumer, get them the best deals. But there are some of them, all they care about is making money for themselves, and they will take advantage of consumers if they get the chance to. Well, in 2010, we kind of touched on this law here called the Dodd-Frank Act. We touched on it earlier. But obviously this was in 2010. That might be before some of you's time. But, this was a pretty significant law. This is where that Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, the Truth in Lending, all those laws came into place. And some other things this act did, it did kind of set some parameters for this predatory lending. They should have just said it's illegal and you can't be doing it. But no, they just set parameters. But we look at three of them right here that you need to be familiar with. They did set or put a ban on balloon payments. Prohibiting these very large lump sum payments due at the end of some of these high cost loans. They did eliminate that. They prohibit some certain fees and penalties, not near enough. In fact, I don't even know exactly what all they prevented, other than that prepayment penalty. At least on government loans. Now, they can still have them on some conventional loans. So, anyway, so they prohibit certain penalties, I guess. And then number 3, which was kind of a biggie, mandatory housing counseling. Depending again on the type of loan you're getting, and some of these government loans may actually require some people to go through counseling before they can get the loan. It says here they're required for some loans to ensure borrowers understand what their risks and the terms of the loan would be. I will tell you, state housing authorities are always offering loan assistance programs and even grants in some cases. But typically before they will allow you or help you with some of these loan assistance deals, they'll require you to sit through this counseling. It's like a half day or something like that. It varies, but counseling is very important, I guess, to make sure people understand what they're getting themselves into before they borrow this money. But just be aware of predatory lending out there. There are lenders out there that will cause significant harm to your clients. And obviously this is going to fall back on you, certainly if you referred your client to one of these predatory lenders.